Namaste to everyone. On behalf of Association for Learning, Performing Arts and Normative Action, I welcome you all to Sambhav 2021. Alpana was founded in the year 2004 by Guru Alpana Nayak, eminent Odissi exponent and guru. It was in the year 2006 that we started organizing Sambhav. Sambhav is a huge platform for differently abled artists from across the world who come here every year with their performing arts. And it's a great festival, it's a great celebration every year. But owing to Corona, like last year, this year too, we are celebrating it on the virtual mode, and we will be having recordings from all our differently able artists from across the world. And let me just briefly tell all of you about Alpana and its activities. Well, as I said, Alpana was formed in the year 2004 by Guru Alpana Nayak to promote performing arts and facilitate holistic human development. Through our various programs, we try to spread awareness among today's youth about the rich cultural heritage of India. We also work for many socially relevant issues. When Alpana ji came in contact with the differently abled children, she thought that she found her calling in serving them. And since then, for many years now, she has been teaching not only Odissi dance, but also music and painting, art and craft and yoga to differently abled children. And this way, she is helping a lot in their holistic development. I welcome you all to the second session of the International Seminar of Sambhav 2021. The topic for the session is Status of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities in My Country. And the first speaker is Miss Suzanne Whiteman from Alstonville Dance Studio, Little Dragons Integrated Group, Australia.
I'm Suzanne Whiteman and I'm from Australia. Here we are today in the beautiful parklands of the east coast of Australia in New South Wales. I'm from the Alstonville Dance Studio and I've been running an integrated group for people with and without disabilities for about 30 years. And here's some of my group members. Yes, and what's your name?
Annika. Is that your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rani. I'm 12 years old and this is my sister Sienna.
Hi, I'm Cammy. I'm 11 years old and this is my sister Annika.
And my friend here, can you introduce yourself please? You can do it.
Lydia.
That's Lydia. And what's your name? What's her name? Who knows her name?
Me.
What's your name?
Me.
Her name is me. Her name is Simi. I run a non-funded group, so I rely on my friends to volunteer and help me to run this group.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm the filmmaker and the musician.
And my wonderful friend.
Hello, I'm Leanne. I'm a musician.
Yay!
Getting out into nature, feel the earth beneath my feet, playing hide and seek in the bush, hiding in the hollow tree.
Restrictions in Australia meant that we couldn't gather as normal in the studio and continue our practice. So we had to adapt and move outside into nature. Like where we are today in this park was one of the many places that we met and held dance classes.
The day was hot when we went down to the river to explore and play. We drew with our sticks in the sand. We practiced social distancing, different ways to shake a hand. We waded through the shallows and made a man with a boat. But the biggest thrill of all was to meet a pelican up close. We slowly approached the magnificent bird, edging near until we were so close, closer than I've ever been before. We watched it for a little while until it swam away. We played with the seaweed in the shallows, so much fun. Cartwheels and dancing, the river, sand, the land.
Andy, he's very, very patient. So he would come along to our workshops and just basically follow us. We were working totally in the moment, beyond technique, having fun.
Well, I've been actually very fortunate to have worked with Sue and the Little Dragons for a number of years now, actually on a few projects. And this whole COVID lockdown time was pretty crazy and difficult on especially these guys being able to get together. And so we came up with an idea of what it's like to come out of lockdown and be back in nature again and dancing and having fun with your friends. And so I was lucky enough to be able to make a film about that as well as write some music.
Hi, my name's Leanne, and it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to be working with the Alstonville studio, doing the music and recording for the films, and also with working with the workshops and the disability students has been very fun, doing the music with them, and very enlightening getting to know each and every one of them.
I stare at you, staring at me. I cannot tell you what I mean, so I'll sing, I'll shout, I'll yell and let it all out. Can you hear me? Let me see. Do you get me as I speak? An invisible wall is in the way. Do you get what I say? I'm looking at you in the face. A smile from you lets me know I'm safe.
It's like a tree, smoothly swaying in the wind as my hand twirls a thin paintbrush, creating an artwork of carefully drawn black lines. It shines like the moon in the dark night sky against the smooth white tiles. All of our creative minds working as one.
I do hope that we all get to come back to India when things open up and maybe present at the conference in person. That would be absolutely fantastic. It was all done in the moment, no planning, filmed by the wonderful Andy and all this wonderful crew. And we just want to wish all of you a very, very safe time. We know that everyone's been going through a hard time all around the world. I so hope I get to see you all again. And I love you all. Thank you so much. Hey, Annika, you've got to sit up and say goodbye. Come on, Annika. Bye. Can you wave goodbye? Are you waving, Sienna? Should we blow some kisses?
Gonna dance on the earth this time now, better than I danced before. Gonna sing out loud for all the world to hear, with a feeling from my very soul. Breathing through the things I love in nature with all walls anymore.
Thank you, Ms. Suzanne. It was indeed a very well-researched paper. Our next speaker is Mr. Gaurav Agarwal from MP Viklang Sahayata Samiti, Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh, India.
Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Agarwal. I am from Manovikas, Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh. This time I am presenting a talk on COVID pandemic effects on persons with disabilities. Before the beginning, I would like to thank Alpana NGO to give me this opportunity to represent India in Sambhav 2021. So here I am beginning. Pandemic COVID 2019 that has been affected on the children with special needs in a very bad manner. As the government has declared complete lockdown and all the citizens have to be resides in their home, nobody is allowed to go out. All the instructions have been followed, but the children with special needs, which was in the routine to come to the special schools, rehabilitation center and get their therapies, sessions, counselings, has suddenly stopped, which affects a lot on their psychological effect, behavior problem, mental problem, physical problem, and many more. We were in the contact with the parents and they have always raised their complaints that please do certain kind of things that how we can overcome with these problems that we are facing with our children. Our team, dedicated members in the team, our manager, our director, has decided to start a program for these special children in which they can take part though they are at home. We plan a dance competition, online dance competition and sports competition for those students. But it's a very hurdle for the parents that how they can make a setup to record dance video or to make any clip. But our dedicated and enthusiastic staff members have approached them, guide them, and provide them proper instruction that how they could take part in this program. Finally, we received some entries in online dance competition and we selected some participants as a winner. We appreciate them, we award them. So, in this manner, they take part in this activity, but this activity is to continuous in practicing their rehabilitation work, their physical strength, their intelligence, their cognitive development should not be get affected though they are at home. We also conducted certain sports competitions in which the children have to do certain sports activity like ball dribbling, ball knocking, and send us the videos. We finalize them, we select a winner from them and appreciate them and give them award. What we have seen after doing this activity that the children which are getting fatty, which are getting anxiety, are getting calmed down. The parents are happy with this activity and we are also satisfied that though the pandemic has put up all the hands in the home, but we didn't stop there and we continued our service through online mode. So this is how we have created certain online programs to rehabilitate the person in the pandemic situation as well. Apart from this activity, we have distributed ration to their families who are in the need. because we all know it's a huge impact on their employment, on their income. So we distributed ration also, distributed them mask, sanitizer, hand washing steps. We instructed them how to wash their hands, proper maintain hygiene in the rural areas as well. So I'm concluding this with the thing that the pandemic has not stopped us to work in the rehabilitation, but it has created the things that we can't stop, even the things are not on a physical basis. Thank you so much everyone for listening me. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav, for such an informative session. The third speaker of the session is Mrs. Tushari Fernando from Mother Charitable Foundation, Sri Lanka.
It's about waiting for the storm to pass, but it's always about learning how to dance in the rain. Hello everyone, and congratulations for Sambhav 2021. It's been nearly 2 years since we met each other safe and sound and shared the joy of having friends across the world. Since then, we all are fighting with an invisible enemy, the global pandemic. For the year 2021, Mother Charitable Foundation reached a great milestone of its charity service. We reached the 10 years of our charity service. There are nearly more than thousands of children with disabilities, isolated elderly, and people living with different diseases, and people who are cornered from society are gathered around us. Pathumwena, our major education project, it is a center for education and skill development for children and adults with disabilities. And the center was shifted to a new place as a residential training center where the children are given vocational skills and they are given an accessible environment to be socialized and to improve their skills on daily life. During the lockdown period, same as for other sectors, we also faced the challenge of getting isolated from the society. But fortunately, we were able to manage it. Let me tell you how. Our Center for Education and Skill Development for Children and Adults with Disabilities, we made it a disaster emergency relief center. That means our staff and our children with disabilities became the volunteers of emergency relief services. We were able to feed more than thousands of people. That means people who are living in streets, people who are isolated in streets, and people who are isolated in their own homes, and the cleaners, laborers on the road. We were able to feed more than 1,000, and all our staff and all our children with disabilities became the volunteers, became the active members during these emergency relief services. So we made the global pandemic a blessing for our children. The children had a good exposure on serving others. So it's a blessing. It's one of our major events and a life lesson we learned from our challenges in year 2021. Hope we can meet each other again in 2022 and share our smiley faces with love and hope. Thank you Alpana and Alpana Guruji for organizing Sambhav 2021 and giving us this opportunity to take part in this international event. Ayubowan.
Thank you, Mr. Fernando, for your valuable inputs. The last paper of this session will be presented by Dr. Ajanta Rani Shah, the founder of Paramita Organization of Bangladesh.
তুমি তাকাও বুকে ধরো বুকে আমার দিকে তাকাও ইমরান ইমরান
On behalf of Paramita, I am Dr. Ajantar Nishaha, founder, chairman, child specialist of Dhaka Medical College Hospital. Want to explain the theme of our 2 days program. Our theme is to unlock the potential. We know entities are autism, Down syndrome, intellectual disabilities and cerebral palsy. They face a lot of challenges are health, education, employment, accessibility and discrimination or social exclusion. So they need a lot of things to ensure equality for all within our society. Holistic approaches are essential for entities. Special education, inclusive education, training, personal assistance and support, accessible transport system, technical aids and equipment, full access to the environment, accessible and adapted housing are also essential. Our effort to unlock the potential which already are in entities. On behalf of Paramita, we are trying to unlock the potential by physiotherapy, occupational therapy, drawing, dance therapy and speech therapy. We believe in the power of inclusion of entities to change their lives, to create better opportunities and to deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.
তুমি তাকাও বুকে ধরো বুকে আমার দিকে তাকাও ইমরান ইমরান
Thank you, Dr. Janta, for such a wonderful presentation.